this is Stampy, and welcome back to my Let's Play on Ni No Kuni 2. I am here in Goldport, I believe the city is called. I arrived here in the last episode, and it didn't go very well. We were trying to come here to try and get ownership of the forest for our friend. But instead of doing that, we ended up betting with someone to try and speak to Pucknius or whatever his name is, and it was basically a lose-lose situation because we ended up owing them like 1 million guilders or something. We couldn't pay it, so now we have a bird that follows around us just saying that that we owe him money. So we reckon that the dice were to blame. Basically, it was a dice game where he'd roll 2 dice, and I'd have to guess whether the third one would make the overall add up to above or below 11. And no matter what, it seemed like the third dice would just be like whatever number it needed to be for us to lose. So we're going to go into the casino and see if we can find proof that these dice are rigged, and then hopefully be able to clear our name and our debt and finally speak to Pucknius. My humble apologies, sir. The house kindly asked that those who are troubled by debt refrain from playing. I see, of course. He's with me. I won't let him play any of the games. He'll just be watching. Is that all right with you? Yes, by all means. We hope that you enjoy your visit. Well, that was easy. It was the iron foot of the guard coming down there. There's loads of people in debt around here. All right, we're in. So, this is what inside a casino looks like. We'll draw less attention if we split up. Let's spread out and see what we can see. Right then, so remember our reason for coming in here is not to have fun, it's to find out about what's going on with these dice. So it just says, ask around for information at the casino. So there's quite a lot of different people that we can speak to. First, we just go and pick up all of this stuff on the floor. I don't know, is this like, are these like prizes or something? It's like an arcade. Oh dear, are you lost? I'm afraid this is not a place for little boys who are looking for their mummies. This is a prize exchange counter. Ooh. No, I just wanted to chat. You would like to talk to me? How adorable. Such a shame I have so little to say to children. Wow. 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 I don't want to talk to you either. Let me do I'm going to walk up to her as if I'm going to talk to her. Then I'm going to spin around and fling my cloak in her face and slow walk away. Walk up. Not interested. And then go walk away. Right, let's see if we can find someone a bit nicer to chat to then instead. It's not uncommon for visitors to our kingdom to loudly decry the casino as a den of trickery. But that is a ridiculous assertion. They do not understand that it is owned and operated by the state. Surely they do not think that the powers that be intervene to ensure that the dice always fall in their favor. Such behavior would be an affront to Lady Luck, our holiest of holies. And if you ask me, such complaints are nothing more than whinings of sore losers. I mean, I love the way that, you have such confidence that, do they not know that, the state would be benefiting and there's no way that they would allow that? That sounds, yeah. Sounds like it would make me worry extra if you ask me. This person seems a little bit down on their luck. They don't have a debt bird, at least. You wish to know more about the dice that are here in the casino? I can quite understand why you would. I suppose you have been wondering at the admiring glances bestowed upon the bearers of these auspicious items, yes? Alas, they are only granted to select servants of the realm. You will not find them on sale anywhere, I am afraid. Not even I, as a citizen of this great nation, would be able to obtain one. I would give up on any dreams of owning one if I were you. Okay, so everything is kind of confirming what we thought so far. Let's go and speak to this lady here, see if she can help us out at all. What is the most remarkable quality of the casino, you ask? I suppose it's the croupiers more than anything. They are all impossible to outplay. No matter how good one's hand may seem, they always seem to find a way to turn the tables. They must be blessed with the inexhaustible reserves of good fortune. But this is no reason to give up. If I, too, pay regular obeisance to Lady Luck, the tide of fate will surely turn in my favor eventually. That should do for now. I hope the others managed to find some helpful clues as well. Are you talking to her? You're still talking to her. Like, she's going to be so confused. Like, if everyone goes here and they keep losing, stop going there. It's the only option. Or prove that the dice are rigged as well, I guess. Well, what do you know? The dice they use in here are the same as the ones our friend at the gatekeeper had. And it seems like they really are a little fishy. Oh no! Did he get in debt? And a lot of it by the looks of things.
Ah, I be the proof of that, lad. This place is crooked as a wyvern's grin. Money! No!
Oh, come on!
Oh, you didn't, did you? Oh boy, you big woolly!
I couldn't help myself. Stand by and watch while the fun's to be had. That ain't my way, girlie.
Okay.
And how much did you lose exactly? And you'll excuse me a little to pry.
Oh, mere pennies, little fella, mere pennies.
Right, well, let's forget about our friend, the genius, here for a moment, shall we? There's something that I want to show you, and I can't do it here, though. Shall we go somewhere a little bit quieter?
Sure.
Sure. How about the lobby of the inn? Well, we seem to be in a hole, and we're trying to get out of the hole by gradually digging ourselves deeper into the hole. So now not only am I in debt, but Batu is also in debt. I mean, if we can prove that the dice are rigged, then hopefully that should clear the debt for both of us. But still, this is certainly not helping us out at all. I guess maybe it could be more proof that the dice are rigged. I mean, I'm just trying to look at the silver lining. Right then, this is the inn where we first arrived at. Welcome, dearies, welcome. Would it be possible to borrow the lobby for a moment or two?
Yes.
By all means, my lovely, by all means. Take all of the time you need. Thank you. So, Tanny, what was it you wanted to show us? Well, your favourite little scallywag only went and swiped herself a dice. Huh? You mean you stole one? Pah! Stole, borrowed, whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyway, I got something very interesting to show you.
Watch this. If I press the 1, we get a 1. And if I press the 5, a 5. Now 2. Beginner's luck.
Oh, cheeky beggars.
Gosh.
So that's it.
So, this is how they've been doing it, huh?
The scurvy mutt blocking our path to the Pugnius had the self-same dice, so he did.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go and tell him the secret is out.
No.
No, he'll just deny it. Besides, it's better that he doesn't know we have it for now. We can use the dice and play against him, but we roll them. Oh, I see where you're going. Very crafty, I likes it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, haha, tidy. Then Bob's your uncle. Wah-hey! Well, best plan in the flippin' world, right? But, will it really work? You know, it's a little risky, but I think it might just... Tidy! That's decided then. Leave it to your old pal Lofty. Let's go and pay Gary Gateface a visit, shall we? So I want to tell you something, which is a bit shameful to admit. So I really can't do a Welsh. I can't do any accents, as you know, if you've been watching the series, and I know that you have because you're here halfway through one of the episodes. So I tried to look online, like a video for how to do a Welsh accent, just to be able to do Lofty a little bit better, and I can't do it at all. So if I hear someone say like a sentence in an accent, I think I can like just copy the sentence that they say, okay? But then anytime I just have to say anything myself, I just can't do it. So I'm just giving up. I'm giving up on accents. I'm just going to make up my own voices for them. And it's just going to change when they do it in the cutscene. So you don't have to comment about it. I know. I am perfectly aware of how bad they are. I fully understand that. So I've just opened up about that. It's just really embarrassing. I was looking up these videos on like how to like speak in these accents, and I just realized I'm just not capable. It's just outside of my realm of abilities. Anyway, back to the story. You have come to repay your debt, I assume?
You owe me! You owe me!
No, I've come to play another round.
Very well.
As you wish, but you know that if you should lose a fourth time, your debt will grow further still. So I'm assuming, we didn't hear it, but I'm assuming the plan is that we roll the dice. Oh, I'm not losing this time.
I'll be counting on you.
Unless...
So, which will it be?
I'm not sure. Let's just see how this plays out.
Red!
Huh.
Time to put our little plan into action.
Let us begin.
I did not see that coming! He flicked his bogey at the dice! Ew! Hey!
But that's
It worked,
impossible!
Unbelievable. That was gross and disgusting, but hilarious, and basically just made my day. What deception is this? You manipulated the dice. You must have.
Really?
How would you know we've done that exactly? It's yours, and you rolled it. Or are you saying that you had some nasty little trick up your sleeve and it didn't work?
Ridiculous.
Little trick? No, you have no proof. How dare you? What is all this noise? Master Pugnius. Well, and what exactly is going on here?
You know better than to cause a scene so close to his Empress's private chambers. Master Pugnius, how glad I am to meet you at last. We were sent here on urgent business by Niall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your stupid gatekeeper here tricked us into owing him a fortune, and he still won't let us in. This is how Goldpaw treats its guests.
Goodness.
Forgive my foolish underling. It is my good friend Niall sent you. It can be no trifling matter. That much should be plain. You! To resort, and to resort to base deceit and unforgivable transgression. Your debts will be annulled, of course.
Alright, at least we got rid of those birds. Step 1 down, but we still have to convince him to get the forest back.
But this is no place to talk. We will continue inside. This one, throw him in jail.
Yes, master.
Yes, of course, Master Pugnius. I don't trust that guy. He's got a scary mask. But no. I mean, Pugnius was doing basically the same trick to rise the taxes. So let's not go jumping to conclusions that Mr. Pugnius is goody two-shoes and actually going to help us out. Look at his face though. Why does he look so terrified? Look at him just staring at me. Right, let's go chat to him then, and let's see whether we can whether we can get what we want.
So, envoy of Niall, what brings you here?
We have come to ask you that you return his forest to him.
But of course, he has sent you to beg for it on his behalf. And why would I simply return it? I won it from him in a game of chance. It was a fortune willed it.
Was it? We couldn't help noticing how much cheating goes on in this supposed kingdom of chance.
What are you implying? It was the dice roll of Lady Luck herself that Niall gambled. Our friend outside may have been capable of base trickery, but the mistress of fortune, I think not. So, he wasn't even playing with the pliffing casino dices.
No, the one we saw in the ceremony was much bigger. That doesn't mean that someone couldn't have messed with it.
You would accuse our most sacred symbol of trickery. It is a preposterous idea, but you are welcome to examine her if it will please you. But I would warn you to proceed with the utmost care when doing so. The people of Goldpaw will not take to such intrusion lightly.
Thanks.
Thanks. I think we'll take you up on that. Come on. I mean, it won 3 times rolling on a 6. I don't think we can trust it.
These outsiders do not know their place.
Yes, master.
Indeed, Master Pugnius. We must be on guard. Why do you need to be on guard, eh? What are you trying to hide? Bother, I really thought we were onto something there. Yeah, we're right back at where we started.
No.
Not quite. I'm pretty sure if we look hard enough, we'll find something not quite right with Lady Luck.
Yeah, if you say so. Let's go on and have ourselves a gander, shall we?
Right then, so Lady Luck is this huge statue here. Basically, it rolls a dice like you'd expect it would roll a dice, and they've been using it to keep track of the taxes, and it keeps rolling a 6, which means they have to increase the taxes 6-fold. So there's probably is something going on. It's probably not the same trick, though. Maybe it's using magnets or something? Bet you don't see many kingmakers doing this. Why? Have you found anything, Lofty? Nothing much, though, unless you count the biggest flippin' jumble of words and charms and magic rippling doodads I've ever seen in my life. Other than that, wood's nice, all smooth and shiny. Yeah, it's quality stuff, this. So, nothing's amiss at first glance, huh? I can see why he was happy to let us come and have a look. All those wards, the things would mean that you couldn't influence the roll of dice using magic, wouldn't they? I guess so. What I'd really like to do is sneak a peek inside, but I get the feeling we wouldn't make ourselves too popular if we smashed the thing open.
How dare you!
Cause this outrage at once! Lady Luck's sacred statues, it's no place for you to play, blah, 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 blah.
Oi!
Oi! Watch out, you're calling a pet, Paleo!
Master Pugnius gave us permission to look at the die and make sure there's no funny business going on. Is that so? Very well, very well. The degree to which he ensures Lady Luck's impeccable integrity is admirable indeed. I'm sure it is. I'll bet the statue must take some serious looking after her. That dice, too.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. You are, young friend, but you understand much. Why, only recently His Eminence became concerned at the decidedly worn condition of the die we had always used, and he had it replaced with an entirely new one. And no expense was spared in making it. He dispatched the delegation of our most highly respected craftsmen to the deepest part of the forest in search of the finest wood available. He did, huh?
Now then.
But listen to me chattering on. I am sure you're busy enough already without me bothering you. Nice to meet you, young man. So, he meant the Forest of Niall, I suppose?
Seems like he's going a mite overboard sending all those craftsmen so far out the way, don't ya?
But don't you think it was them who stuck all those notice thingies to the trees? I don't know, but I think we should go back there and have a little look around. All right then, let's go and head back to the Forest of Niall and hunt for clues. Yeah, maybe there's something about that particular type of wood. Like, why would he go so out of his way just to get, like, a really specific type of wood if it didn't matter? And why did he bother replacing the old dice? Like, who matters if it, like, you know, who cares if it's, like, worn down a little bit? Like, it's still fine. As long as you can still roll the dice, it doesn't matter. Definitely, as we expected, something very, very fishy going on around here. But yeah, what I want to do is I want to go look around some of the shops and stuff, because when we first entered, there was like a bunch of different buildings that it looked like we were able to go inside of. And I kind of like rushed straight past all of them just to get straight up to the castle at the top. And yeah, I didn't have a chance to check any of them out. So the inn we have already been inn. Excuse the pun. But yeah, so down here, there's a bunch of shops. So this seems to be like a bunch of like weapons and stuff. So let's go and look inside of here. And let's see if they have anything to sell, which is better than what we have at the moment. God, I'm sure they've got loads of stuff here. I don't have a huge amount of money. I mean, I'm not hugely in debt anymore, at least. But there's probably going to be a few things there that are going to be better. It looks like there's a food place down here as well. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff just lying around the floor, as always. And then a potions shop, possibly, as well. What sort of food is that? Okay, just a bunch of different types of food. And, slightly strengthens range attack. Okay, so these basically kind of act like potions and will, like, boost up certain things that we will be able to use in battles and things. Very, very useful for to know. I've been picking up a lot of ingredients, though, so I might just wait until I can kind of do my own cooking rather than worrying about doing that. But what's this place here, then? Lucky Lotus. Oh, Item Emporium. Okay, so a bunch of different things that I can use in battle. Soraways, which will be able to heal me and a bunch of stuff. I got like 16 of them and stuff, so let's not worry about too much about that. So what I think I might do then is in between this episode and the next episodes, I might do a bunch of shopping, buy a bunch of things that might be useful to me in battle. And where's that person going? Let's watch this. I bet he's going to run, then he's going to turn around and run back the other way. Oh, he's going to stand there for a little bit. No, he just really urgently had to run just to stand there. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go and buy just a bunch of stuff. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff that might be useful. Then also just sell anything that I have which isn't as good as the other things, just to build up a whole load of money as well, because that will be useful. And oh, it looks like I can go down into the water. Oh, not yet. But maybe a little bit later on I'll be able to. Anyway, I am rambling now. That is going to be the end of this episode. There'll be a new episode online very, very soon, so we continue the adventure. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!